Welcome to day 4 of our series 21 Days to Better Loan Processing, brought to you by Master Trainer Stephanie Graham and CompleteMortgageProcessing.com. Today's strategy for better loan processing is connect with a training partner or mentor. If I've learned anything about the mortgage business in the past 27 years, it's that things aren't always as they seem. Sometimes the company that presents itself as the best and brightest actually has an ineffective orientation and training program, which can make things pretty tough for its employees. It's no secret that state-mandated training barely skims the surface of what you need to know to really thrive in the mortgage industry. Yet, time and time again, loan officers and loan processors are left to sink or swim with little more than a shiny new hire packet to hold on to. That's why there are so many offices that are in the revolving door mode. If you meet someone there today, it's very unlikely that you'll find them there 9 months from now. The bottom line is, if you intend to have success and longevity in the mortgage business, you must take responsibility for your own education and training. There are lots of ways to get training, but the first step is discovering what you really need to know. Oftentimes, we get students who have already completed a variety of training programs only to find that the textbook theory they were taught was so far off from the real world that it left them at an incredible disadvantage. Not long ago, I listened to one woman's rant about spending $1,200 at a popular training company only to discover that she learned everything but what she needed to know to process the stack of files that she now had in front of her. Had she been aware of what her true needs were, she could have saved herself a lot of time and money and avoided the frustration she was feeling. And it would have saved me a phone call. When it comes to the mortgage training industry, most people utilize a combination of internal or in-house and external training resources. The training provided by your corporate training department is considered an in-house source, while training such as the kind we offer at Complete Mortgage Processing is considered an external source. But where you learn really isn't important. It's really important what you learn. One of the best strategies for professional growth is to get yourself a training partner or mentor. During my processing years at a large financial institution, I got my mentor during the interview process. Since I already had a ton of experience and could easily go elsewhere, during the interview I asked to talk privately with others who were already working in the position that I was considering. Surprisingly, my request was granted. Both people I spoke to were extremely knowledgeable and offered to mentor me if I came on board. It was a bold move to make that request in the interview, but it definitely served my best and highest good. I accepted the job and excelled in record time. Independent trainers like Complete Mortgage Processing can also be your training partner, so it doesn't necessarily have to be someone you work with. But before signing on with any external trainer, make sure you know what you need. Here are a few questions that might help you when you're selecting a training partner. Number 1, how do I learn best? It's really important that you think about what your preferred learning style is. If training is available in that mode, then definitely go for it. If not, what's your next best learning style? Go with that. Number 2, what areas of training do I need to focus on to meet my production goals, get a raise, or obtain a promotion? You probably don't need to learn much about funding and secondary marketing if you haven't already mastered loan setup, data entry, or simple things like ordering preliminary title reports. Make sure you learn what's most important first. Number 3, if I get stuck during training, is support available from the trainer in person, by phone, or by email? Sometimes getting the answer to a basic question will help you have the clarity you need not only at work but for the rest of the training modules. Number 4, if I experience a delay in completing the course due to a personal or professional issue, will my request for an extension of time be granted? We've had requests for extensions of time to complete our training due to illnesses, death of a family member, overloaded at work, and all sorts of other things that people experience in the course of life. Fortunately, we've been able to say yes to each request for additional time. And number 5, if I have a question beyond the scope of training, will I be assisted or can someone make a recommendation for my growth? One of the benefits of working with a great trainer or mentor is that you're very likely to get much more value than what you expected. It's quite common for students in our loan processing solutions class to ask for something that wasn't included in the price of the class. However, because we have volumes and volumes of training materials, it's easy to pull something out and upload it to their private student resources page to help them out. By now, we hope you realize how important having a trainer or mentor is. If you haven't connected with one, do so this week. There's probably someone in your office who would be glad to help you and let you leverage the skills they've already acquired. And if you can't find anyone, be sure to connect with us here at CompleteMortgageProcessing.com. We have lots of training programs and tip sheets that can help you along the way. And come back and join us again for part 5 of 21 Days to Better Loan Processing.